Hi guys, this is Ben from Ben's RPG Pile. Today we're going to take a quick look at LED adventure miniatures. So, you guys, November that's a tricky month for me. My day job, which allows me to pay for a lot of the stuff I obsessively collect, November is a big month. We do a lot of budget planning for 2014. We have national conferences, the whole ball wax. So it really makes doing any blog or video time tricky. And so I really want to share some stuff with you guys because I want to do my part and kick in for the community. So I had an idea of, DM Scotty does that thing where I think it's called Show You My Stuff. And his videos are very clean. He doesn't do a ton of editing in them. He just cranks out 7 or 10 minutes and off he goes. So in the spirit of that, I thought rather than skip my blog post for this week, maybe I can do a quick video for you guys and show you something that I had done I think you might enjoy. So let's take a quick look at them here. So you won't see anything fancy here, right? No fancy editing, as you can see, editing. No fancy video editing, sound effects, music, photos, because I'm swamped for time. And I'm trying to get some daughter time in whenever I can right now because of work. So and I got a daughter who loves the Pathfinder adventure card game, so that's good living, right? So we're just going to do a quick walkthrough here. I'm going to show you some really great minis that I had painted by the great Bob Ladd, who I'm sure some of you guys have met at Gen Con, but he's a brilliant painter. So here we go. Quick look. So NPCs, right? NPCs are very big deal to me. I love NPCs. A lot of times miniatures are just reprints of variations of monsters. I can take the Paizo Goblin. I think that Goblin's been redone, or Orc, sorry. That Orc's been redone, feels like a dozen times so far. I got plenty of Orcs. I want unique NPCs because NPCs are a great spin-off of a monster. They give you a lot to do with them. So one great example, forgive my arm there, the Paizo guys, they did this Ambrose Krupp. Remember this guy? This is what we're talking about. That's an NPC. And yeah, look at the paint detail on that, by the way. It kind of reminds me of that dip method, which some of the guys, I think Rob Adams on the Facebook guy, he's been doing a lot of that dip. I think it's Rob. Forgive me if it's not. But this is great. This is what I want. But these are few and far between. And I hope they come out with more of the, there's a chicken on his shoulder. That's brilliant. So I want these. And so what I found I've had to do is go over to Europe, and I found LED Adventure Miniatures. I think it was Dwarven Ale turned me on to him, another guy on Facebook. But they have a great, I'll try to pronounce it right, Bruegelburg line. I also see the name Ratnik, I think is the other name I hear with that. I'm going to put a link to their page, but I'm going to start to just throw them in here. So look, and they really have that face. Look at that. The detail is fantastic, but even the faces look great. So I'm just going to start to put these on as I talk. So, see, this is what I'm shooting for, guys. I want unique looking characters that I can put in my game. So keep going. Woo! Oh my goodness. Fantastic. I guess I'll just put him behind me here. See, I already saw that guy. I'll try to do it on the other side. I keep cutting in front of the screen. But see that? There's so many story possibilities with those guys. Yeah, that's better. So, the only bummer, these are all metal, right? And they all come unpainted. And I think some even require assembly, which is another bummer. And it's starfish. That's the kind of subtle detail you want to see. They can cost a little bit more. I mean, these are typically $8 or $10 a mini. And you got your shipping you have to deal with. And you got to get them painted. So they're a little pricey. But the other thing is, what happens with metal miniatures? Well, they get bumped and they tip over and they get dinged. And that's always unfortunate. I wish I had that little cool sliding turning table like Cat Out of Fish has, but I haven't ordered one of those yet. Pretty neat, huh? I just love his huge ass tankard he's got there. It's bigger than his chest. Okay, but see, for taverns, for street play, for in dungeons, we're playing Pyramid of Shadows, as many of you know, and that's like a world stuck in a world kind of thing. These are the kind of things I want to get in there. Oh, look at this guy. Oh my goodness. And I believe some of these are Reaper. Some Reapers have looked incredibly similar. I'm sure you all did the Reaper second Kickstarter, right? But Paizo, I don't need more dragons or more orc versions. Look, there's the Plague Doctor. That's a signature piece. I need unique. Give me more like these guys. Look, here's a waitress here. Oh, this is what I'm looking for. So I got plenty of dragons. We get it. Fun, huh? And I do have I am working on a game board, guys. I use the Dwarven Forge Woodland pieces, which there's a few unfortunate things about that set, by the way. I see why they didn't sell out, but I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get that written this week. But at the very least, I'm going to try to do these 10-minute quick vids, just so I'm sharing something, right? I don't want to just be consuming the media and not giving back. Great, huh? She's got bitch written all over, doesn't she? Sure she does. Play me a song, sir. So they have another, I haven't looked at their site in a while, but I'll probably order a chunk, and then I send these right to my printer. Give the Plague Doctor a little more camera time here. Right to my painter, Bob, and then he does these. Takes a long time, but you can't rush greatness. And I do have another batch coming from Christmas, but I have to put it under the old Christmas tree. Oops. See like that? See how I bumped it? Yeah. I could immediately get nicked. So, I thought those would be kind of neat to see. And we could just have a quick, hey, how's everybody doing on this fine weekend kind of thing. But I'm going to post this video up on the channel. And you might see some more of these for a little while. These quick vids here with no fancy editing because time is of the essence for me. And my daughter and I can't get enough of that card game. So, as you all know, that game can take up some time. So, hope you find that interesting, and I encourage you guys to visit Let Adventure Miniatures and like their Facebook page, and maybe, you know, anybody who's over in Europe, you can order them without the crazy shipping fees that I have, which honestly aren't that bad. And the conversion rate, the money currency rate's not the greatest, but you can live with it. But look at all those different possibilities I have. That, as a storyteller and a gamer, gets a DM pretty excited. So, hey, there it is. I'm going to go jump and launch in a little more football on this fine Sunday, but I hope you enjoyed taking a peek at those. And if you bought any of those, or you think I'm missing one or two that are great, I sure would love to hear your comments on them. And until next time, take it easy, guys.
You remember back when parties used to be more fun, back when you laughed and you sang and danced and told jokes, back before you got serious about wines and single malt, back when you drank cheap beer. You can recover those carefree days with a case of New Munich beer. It's cheap and gosh darn it, it just seems to make people happy.
There is a tavern in the town, and there my true love sits him down, and he is awful happy that I'm here, and that we have New Munich beer. Have a glass and tell a joke about a guy who danced a polka, and remember that the party has to end, my friend. Adieu, kind friends, adieu. But first, let's have another brew. Maybe two. I can't wait to take you home, my dear. Boy, oh boy, New Munich beer.
Yes, New Munich beer, it's the pride of Strange County.